Previously on Escapade, things were looking fine and dandy. Nothing had broke in a couple of days, but this squall had other ideas. And without wind instruments, we couldn't quite judge the strength of the wind, and all of a sudden the shackle came off the headsail halyard. And this happened.
We have a disaster here. Oh my god. Hey? What do you want me to do?
Trying to lift a sail submerged in water felt like lifting a baby elephant on deck.
Oh my god. That was so hard to bring in. The water weight on that.
In very challenging conditions to go up the mast, one of us had to do so to retrieve the headsail halyard so we could sail again. At this point, we had no sails we could use and not enough fuel to motor the rest of the way, so we had no choice. Obviously, I sent Janae up the mast. My life's more important, I have more to live for, and she's had a pretty good life. But in all seriousness, she did an amazing job retrieving the headsail halyard.
She's bloody done it. She's hooked it on. She's an absolute weapon. Well done. I know, look, I can see your arms. They look really red.
Our next step was to attach the head of the sail to the furler swivel, turn into the wind, and then raise the sail by feeding the luff groove into the track. All while trying not to get knocked out by the sail flapping aggressively in the wind. And there you have it. We're back sailing again, baby. Man, this sail has been our toughest yet. No doubt about it. But you know what? It's like it's toughening us up, turning us into real pros out here in the water. No use complaining when things go south. That gets you nowhere. You've got to roll up your sleeves and get on with it. We've seen our fair share of rough patches, but each adds another layer to our experience. So let's not dwell on the rough times. Instead, let's crack on and show these waves who's boss together. We've got this. Bring it on, C.
We're on the home stretch, baby. Less than 3 days.
You. This has literally been our setup for 5-6 days straight. And it's been amazing, except the roll.
And the sail coming down.
And the sail coming down, yeah, that was not ideal.
It was really starting to heat up once we officially entered the tropics. With our limited water supply, buckets of water straight from the sea was a perfect way to cool off during the hottest part of the day. Even though we were collecting water from an ocean that's thousands of meters deep, it was surprisingly warm.
So we've got really good conditions right now. We have about 22 knots of winds behind us.
This is what we got to do now. What'd you lick your finger for?
Oh, just
Isn't that that's the direction? I think that's for the direction.
I'm counting how many seconds it takes to dry to how many knots it is.
Do you know what you do for the direction? You just take your hair out. Well, yours isn't long anymore, but I can just take my hair out and see which way it blows.
You can actually hear it. Like
Yeah, you can.
Go to a certain section.
You can feel it in your ear hole.
This is the way the wind's coming.
Yeah, if you turn around, it goes straight in your ear hole.
Yeah. So we've got it down packed.
Yeah. The wind strength is a tiny bit harder when we're going downwind because obviously we're going with it. So it can seem not as strong as what it actually is, which I guess it isn't because we should be looking at apparent wind speed. But still, like yesterday, I got nervous. I felt like the wind was strengthening. And then this baby came down. So probably was my fault.
No, it's not your fault. That's these bloody shackles. We've zip tied every shackle except that one, basically.
Yeah. 12 days in, and our Atlantic journey is finally settling into a comfortable rhythm. The waves, once a formidable force, now embracing us with its ebbs and flows. These conditions are what most people hope for during their Atlantic crossing, but you can't win them all. With just a few days left, we're starting to breathe a bit easier and take some time to unwind before we make our eagerly anticipated arrival in the Caribbean. We have had a sail change. Finally, a sail on the other side. Don't mind the main flopping there. Jason hasn't put it away.
Naughty, naughty.
It's kind of out to the side and inconvenient, and we just haven't touched it. This is broken.
Have you showed everyone our new head sail?
What do you mean?
We've got new colours on it now.
Oh yeah, got a bit of anti-cal on there.
Now we can move 5 degrees back this way
To the port,
to the port side and
which is also south.
And that'll put us right on the direction of where we need to go, and we should be riding this swell quite nicely. It's about maybe 10 degrees that way, so hopefully a little bit less roll.
Yeah.
It's really nice at the
Pretty
moment.
flat, yeah.
No, you're not coming out. You've done your dash.
Little turd.
She jumped up this black rope 5 minutes ago and jumped on top of the solar, which is super slippery, and we're all going like this. We're just waiting for her to go in. And we weren't going to pick her up either.
Oh, it's a little date.
Maybe don't.
Lord, they feel hold up.
Of course, Nala wants to get involved.
We're both dorks then.
Oh my god.
Fish on! Careful of the cat.
Marty, I see it coming.
Nala's straight there. Oh, is it off?
No, it's still on.
It's a fishy, Nala! It's a little fishy! She's like, oh my god! That was so random. Oh, look at the sunset! Wow, it's real hazy. But it's made it look really cool. Looks like a moon. What would you say?
He's so far out, it's not funny. You see it?
Oh my god, yeah. In the waves.
Big Marty, huh? Can you hold it? Oh, please don't. Oh, he just got off!
We're getting so close. The last night on the ocean. We pretty much had to motor all day. Unfortunately, the winds died right off. We probably could have went north to try and catch some wind back in. However, we're not using the main sail, so we wouldn't have had the right sail set up really for it. So anyway, we wanted to do some washing and make water and all of that. So we've pretty much had the water maker on since lunchtime, filled the tanks, both had a nice outdoor shower, done a couple of loads of hand washing, so everything's drying. Unfortunately, it won't be dry before darkness, so it'll have to stay out overnight, so hopefully it doesn't get too salty again. And I think we should arrive in Barbados about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, Barbados time. going out here?
Yeah, good.
Have you left the fishing rod out all night?
Yeah.
Hoping for the best.
Well, that's the only way I've caught a fish so far.
Far out. Straight to it.
It's not hazy.
Smell the fishy.
We're supposed to have land this year.
Are we?
Yeah.
What land?
Barbados.
There? Oh yeah, I suppose. Well, kind of like here.
Yeah, it's like on this angle kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's quite small. It's not that big.
Very small, but still, it's bigger than what you
Probably
think.
like the same size as Malta Island, I reckon. Because I'm pretty sure, like from
Still
one.
bigger than what you think.
Yeah, I suppose.
I see land! Finally! 15 days and we see land! Alright, Darls, what are you looking forward to the most when you get there?
Definitely no rolling. Even though it's been, like, we've kind of had more still, like, since last night, so we've kind of gotten used to it a little bit more still, but I cannot wait for just flatness and to be able to walk around the boat and not get thrown around and be able to cook without things flying everywhere. Hopefully the anchorage isn't too rolly. I think it can be rolly at times where we're going, but yeah, probably that, and going for a swim. We haven't done that in so long, and apparently the water's nice and warm here, and there's like snorkeling right off, like basically in the anchorage you can see turtles and stuff, so I'm pretty excited for all that stuff.
Me too.
Yeah.
What's your highest high?
The highest high. Can't really think of too much that like stood out. I'd probably say just the entire thing, like the fact that we're finishing right now, it's just, when we get there, that's going to be the high. Like just going, what an achievement.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we've actually done this. This is insane.
Very good, very
and
good.
Also, actually, it was a very low point, but I'm very proud of myself of how I steered the boat in like that 4 to 5 meter swell. So it wasn't a high, but I feel like I've learned a lot from all that stuff, I guess.
And your low?
My low would be being shit scared, wondering what the hell we were doing. Like shit was hitting the fan, just because I had like a gut feeling before we did this crossing and I didn't want to go last year or this year. Yeah, I just had a gut feeling something bad was going to happen, and then when everything just started consistently going wrong, I was actually getting quite worried. Like it was horrible. I was shit scared.
But we're all sweet, we're nearly here.
Yeah, we are now, but at the time, like, it was horrible. It makes me, like, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. It was horrible. It was literally a nightmare couple of days. So, definitely the low.
Yeah. Yeah, it was full on.
Yeah.
If you can describe your passage in one word, what would it be?
Like I said to you before, epic.
Epic! Yeah! What have you learned, and if you could have a redo, what would you change?
I've definitely learned, like, you cannot be more prepared for the crossing. Obviously, there's people that got really lucky and nothing broke, nothing really happened. They had a really crazy way across. But yeah, obviously, depending on what forecast you go on, and also just luck, I think. And yeah, the Atlantic crossing, if shit's going to go wrong, the Atlantic crossing will reveal the cracks in the stuff that you've got to buy. Like,
and the other thing is, there's no convenience store along the way. You can't just go and pick up something that you need.
And
so
like, you know that mentally, but then when you're really, like when shit hits the fan and you're really out there, like even if there's other boats around, you're like, they're like an entire day away from me. Like we're going to be bopping around here for, you know, this long waiting for someone. And then you've got to deal with, if they are helping you or bringing you something, that you've got to then deal with trying to get it from each other. Like just the whole thing is just crazy, especially when we had that really crazy swell and wind and all of that. I'm like, how, even if we stop right now and wait for our friends to bring us some watercolor, well, how the hell are we going to deal with this when it comes to it? Like, we don't have the tender with the motor down. It's not like we can just hop in the tender and go over and get it off their boat. So yeah, definitely have to think about everything, all the spares you can possibly buy, like all the little things, especially electronic stuff. Like we forgot to buy enough fuses. Even just little things like extra wire and stuff, so then when your electronics do go out, yeah, you cannot be more prepared.
different size cables.
Yeah, just anything you can think of, because it's good to have on your boat anyway. We do have a lot of spares, but I feel like everything broke where we didn't have, like, it's the stuff that we forgot. It's the stuff that broke. So, yeah.
And if you get an autopilot bolt made, make sure you check that the nut fits.
Oh yeah, the thread is the same and everything.
Make sure the thread's the same, yeah.
So yeah, if I could do a redo, it would be just to buy more, basically more spares. Really.
Yeah. And last but not least, how do you rate me out of 10 today?
Well, I mean, you're pretty overdue for a haircut, but other than that, you look pretty sexy. Oh my god, now it's really land. It's weird, it's been 2 weeks since we've seen land, but now that I see it, it feels like it was not even that long ago. Does that sound strange? It's weird how it's, I just saw land yesterday.
Yeah, it kind of feels like we left yesterday.
Yeah. It's all just a dream.
Oh man. Can't believe it. We've done it. We've done it!
We've made it across the Atlantic Ocean. It might sound dramatic to some, but there were a few days there where it felt like nothing would go right, and I was really scared. I was spiraling inside my head, wondering what else was going to happen and if we were going to be okay. The whole thing feels like a bit of a blur now, but sailing across an ocean has given me a new appreciation for the safety and comforts we usually take for granted. Oh my god! Land! The vastness of the sea, the unpredictability of the weather, it was a humbling experience that tested our resilience and brought us closer together. Surely coastal sailing is going to feel like an absolute breeze now. As we sail into the safe harbour of Barbados, the sight of land fills us with a sense of accomplishment and relief. The journey has changed us in ways we never imagined. Every sunrise and sunset, every wave we conquered, and every challenge we overcame will stay with us forever. Now, as we step onto solid ground, we carry with us a newfound strength and a deeper connection to the ocean and to each other. Here's to new adventures, new horizons, and the unending beauty of the sea.
We've made it to paradise. And this is engine off. We've made it, girls.
We made it! Oh my god. Paradise.
Where's the bottle of champers?
I know. Look at that water. Insane. We made it, darling.
Fucking made it. Unbelievable, hey?
Like open eyes when morning breaks, silhouettes dance around my room. I think let's spark.
Oh no! Watch out, it's cut.
Yeah, it does that. That's normal.
Oh, I didn't know that was normal.
Yeah, that's probably get the cork.
Yeah, we'll get the cork in a minute. It just sunk weirdly.
Careful.
Congratulations, guys. You made it.
Give me a kiss. Without glass in your mouth.
Yeah, I thought I had glass in my mouth then. Oh, in sync.
That was synchronised diving and synchronised coming up. You guys are synchronised in and back up.
Just 2.5 years ago, we sold all of our belongings, packed up our lives into a couple of suitcases, left behind the comforts and security of home, and flew halfway across the world. With basically zero sailing experience, we took a leap of faith and purchased our little escapade. We've now sailed 14 countries and around 13,000 nautical miles.
Till the sun sets in the sea below, don't let it slip, don't let it fade away. When the moon is rising,
We've rescued 2 kittens and crossed the world's second largest ocean.
we gave it
We have a disaster here.
Absolute weapon.
Well done, darling.
It's been such a hard crossing.
Congratulations, guys. You made it.
If we can do it, so can you. Don't forget to dream big. And remember, you've only got one life. The biggest risk of all is never taking that leap of faith and always wondering, what if? We want to thank all of you for your support on our channel. We've had over 7 million views on our channel so far and can't wait to see where this takes us on the next chapter of our sailing journey. An extra special thanks to our patrons who make these movies possible. Thanks for believing in us. And thank you to all the generous people who donated to our Buy Us a Beer fund to celebrate our arrival in the Caribbean.